Hello.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Soul Chats. Woo woo.
Yes, episode 6.
Episode
What?
6 in the books. How amazing.
Oh,
And also doing this in a Mercury retrograde. Look at us.
look, and Mercury retrograde, and we're also in Chiron retrograde as well.
Which both are in Leo. Well, I don't know what Chiron retrograde, but Leo season. I mean, you're a Leo.
Yes.
And we both have Chiron in Leo. So, yeah, first house, 12th house. No, wait, it's not your first house, is it?
No, it's my
It's
fifth
12th,
house.
5th. Okay. So,
So
fifth
that's
house.
it makes sense because self-expression rules the fifth house and Mercury retrograde. Here we are.
Yeah, isn't fifth house like the Leo's house?
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
I right? Like it just is it all aligns. It just all aligns.
I love it. So we have noticed lots of themes coming up for us around the fear of being seen, taking up space, expressing our needs in relationships, having hard conversations, even just like self-talk. So I feel like there's a lot about expression, which makes
Yeah.
sense, astrologically speaking.
Ash, yep.
Um, yeah, and then to top this all off, Rosie is also in her birthday portal. Her birthday is next week. So I feel like that time leading up to your birthday is so potent and so much comes up to the surface to be healed. So I feel like
Mhm.
you're really just you're being hit on all fronts.
I won't lie, I'm in the thick of it, but we're smiling.
You're
So
smiling.
we're just here. We're just like, okay, amazing.
What's next? Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm like, okay, we're just gonna be hit with a bunch of emotions today. Love this. Love
Hmm.
this. And I'm also like, not to be TMI, I'm in my cycle as well. So that's also just like the nail on the head as well. Just like, okay, so we're just gonna be in our feels about everything.
Talk
Amazing.
talking about your cycles never too by.
No.
But also I love how aligned it is. Like it's like as if.
But also great because, like you said, with the birthday portal, we shed.
Hmm.
Like this is us. Like I always imagine it being like us, almost like detoxifying things in our body that have been stuck when we go through our menstrual cycle. So like I'm in the process now of just shedding things as I'm going through my birthday portal. So when it's finally my birthday, it's like, okay, we've released all of these things, and now you get to step a little fresher. Yeah.
Hell yes. I
Mhm.
love that so much. I'm trying to think of where we can start today because I feel like we have so much to talk about. And I'm wondering if we even kind of split it up into fear of being seen in general,
Mhm.
or expressing ourselves on a greater capacity, our authentic selves, and then like in relationships, and then our self-talk.
Yeah. And it all connects though,
It
because the
does.
core of it is feeling comfortable in self-expression. And like, how do you
Hmm.
self-express?
And how that's the root of it all.
And then it's also when it comes to your inner voice, that's yourself expressing to yourself. Like your little inner critic, your storyteller is self-expressing to you, which is dictating everything else.
It's wild, isn't it?
It honestly hurts my head sometimes to think about, but
It's like those Russian dolls where it's like, oh, oh, oh,
you get the little
oh.
nesting dolls. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, another layer, another layer. When does it end?
It's the entire journey.
And we're here for the journey.
We are here. So, where to begin?
I think you nailed it with like the little layout that you had.
Okay. So it's my like
Yeah.
Virgo brain. I'm like, I need this thread.
Yep. We love it, but that works because with my triple fire, I'm like, no, we can just do whatever and I'll bounce around. So I love that we have you ground me into like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Like, beautiful, amazing. I'm here for it.
The grounding, but with freedom still. It's a balance.
I
Sag
mean, it's
moon.
Leo season. We need to have a little freedom, a little play.
Yes. Which we've been talking about too, this like how play is productive and so important and so
Mhm.
needed. Um, okay, so talking about then in general? Fear of being seen, being seen as your authentic self. How has that been coming up for you lately?
Um, Actually, in so many different ways. For my project for my course, I wanted to start posting more on Instagram because I've kind of fallen off. Um, and to start talking more and like presenting myself more in this, I guess, like this new way, because now that I'm moving into like shadow coaching, I'm trying to align with that and like what that looks like for me. And it feels very authentic in this new like kind of career path that I'm going towards, but I still don't know how to show up in that way. So I'll make so many videos and then I just will never post them
Mm.
because I'm like, is this me? Is this, am I coming off preachy? Am I coming off like almost like higher up, like I'm better than everybody type of thing? Or am I oversharing? Am I saying too much about my life? Like just because I've had X, Y, and Z happen, am I able to share that so I can connect with other people without it being like she's seeking attention or that was a little much or cringy, whatever it is. So I don't do anything because I'm just like, no, everybody else's
Yes.
opinions matter. And
Oof.
yeah, so that's definitely been a roadblock for me for sure.
Oh my goodness, I relate to that so much. Yeah, with posting on Instagram, I feel like for me, there's been so many times too where I posted and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's probably coming off like this, or like, oh, I didn't mean it that way and whatever. And I feel like the only thing that helped me get through that was to just keep posting and like sit with that discomfort, because what I've realized is, one, I don't know what's right for me until I keep doing it. And each time I post, I feel like I get closer, like closer to who I am and
Yeah.
closer to being like seen. And it's like not until I put it out there where I get that like reflection back where I'm like, oh shoot, like, or the preachiness too. Like, I don't want to come across as I'm preaching or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like a big thing for this, which I mean, we've already touched upon, is that it was really about me comforting those parts of myself that had those fears, because I'm just projecting what I think other people are thinking. It's all coming from me. So it's like, okay, what part of me is worried about me being preachy? And then I'll look at him like, am I being preachy? Actually, not really. Like, if I'm being honest, like, not really. So can I be okay if somebody thinks that it's preachy? Okay, I'm gonna try to be. Like, because if they came to me and said that, and said, hey, you're being preachy, I would say that was not my intention, but like they're able to interpret it as they please. But like
Yeah.
also always coming back to like, what is my intention? Because as much as my feelings are so big sometimes around what I'm posting, it's like the message is what matters. It's not about me. And so really
Yeah.
trying to come back to that too. But honestly, posting on Instagram is like a whole freaking um, shadow work course in itself.
It really is. And I was doing so well until like a bunch of stuff kind of happened a few months
Hmm.
ago that I'm still in the thick of it there and just like trying to figure out who I am, because when you
Hmm.
lose kind of a support system, you feel like you have nobody to back you up. So then it kind of takes away a little bit of your confidence. And you're
Hmm.
just like, like it almost like a little bit of your power. But why should that have to take away your power? Because it's still you. I don't know. That's going off on a whole different side
Yeah.
tangent. But I was doing so well and I'm trying to get back into like almost like the I don't give a fuck attitude, because like you said, it's all about the intention, it's all about the message, and it's going to land with whoever it needs to land with. And every
Hmm.
time I have posted, I've been met with like so much love of like, wow, I really needed to hear this, or I never thought of it this way, or I'm going through this too. And I just need to like get back up on that horse and like stop this inner critic of like, you're doing too much. Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't post that. You're going to look stupid or you're going to be whatever it is, whatever my
Hmm.
inner critic wants to say for that day.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's also being okay being seen trying as you're figuring out what's authentic to you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm constantly reminding myself that too, of like, it's okay that I haven't figured it out yet. It's okay that I'm posting this random video that might not be part of my niche or whatever. Like, who cares? If I'm figuring it out and I'm okay to be seen as I'm finding my voice on social media. And something else I wanted to say there. What was it? If it's important, it'll come back. But yeah, I just feel like being okay to be seen trying is also, I feel like, a exercise in itself too.
Yeah. It's also, I think that the root of that is like, not everything needs to be perfect. Like, it's okay to be
Yeah.
messy. It's okay to make a mistake.
Because that's you too. It's like all part of you. And so if you can
Exactly.
accept that side of you, then it doesn't matter if it's accepted or not online, which obviously it's easier for me to just say that than to actually do that. But
Of
it
course.
really comes down to that, which now I remember what I wanted to say, which is anytime I get a download to post something on my story that I feel like is like a little too like outside of what I usually post,
Risque.
or a little like, yeah, I always get the message of somebody needs this. Somebody needs it and I trust it. And literally every time I've done that, I've received a message with the exact words, I needed this. It's happened 3 times, 3 different
Oh,
scenarios. So it's like just a beautiful reminder of allowing yourself to be conduits and like putting our ego to the side in a way, or
yeah.
yeah, just like comforting those parts because it's allowing what needs to come through, and we're all in this web, and so just like getting out of the way a little bit.
Yeah, it's not about you. It's about
Yeah.
the message. It's about the person that needs this message. And I mean, that goes back to, I believe, back in Joshua Tree with when Kristen was saying, like, you're going to get downloads to do things and to say things. And if you don't do it, somebody else is going to. And then that's taking away more of like, not taking away, but like you're falling more off like your path in a way because you're not trusting those hits. You're not trusting that download. And then you're just going to be stuck where you are instead of just like taking it, being like, okay, trust that you're getting this download for a reason and just say it. It's going to
Yeah,
land with whoever it needs to land with.
100%. And I also realized with what you're saying, like that was part of it, the like fear of how it's going to be interpreted or misinterpreted, and like being okay with being misunderstood or however I'm perceived. And I think there was also another part of me that was worried about what would happen if my videos did do really well. Like,
Mm,
okay, now more people are seeing them. I can't control that. Oh, what if then I need to make more videos and that's going to take more time and
mm,
effort? Like, I didn't realize also the fear of what happens if it does land.
yeah. And I think we've talked about that in one of our episodes of like, uh, I think I was saying it with relationships. It's not even like I'm afraid that the relationship's not going to work. I'm afraid of that it is,
Hmm.
because then that changes my entire direction. Like I can stay where I am if like the relationship doesn't work out and everything's hunky dory fine. Like nothing really changes. There may be obviously some grief, but then if things work out, okay, well now there's grander steps that need to be taken and like merging of lives and stuff like that. So it's the same thing of like putting yourself out there, like you were saying. It's okay, well, if more people this, then that's more time that I need to dedicate. There's more videos that I need to do. There's more people that's going to be reaching out, and maybe there's more opportunities, which is going to still take more time and take more energy. And yeah, it's a cycle.
Yeah. And even just that connects with one of my realizations this month, which is allowing myself to feel good. I didn't realize how much I even like punish myself or don't
Mhm.
fully allow it to be good. Like, and that shows up in ways as in, oh, I'm feeling good. And it's like, oh, it can't possibly be this good. So, like, I'm already pre thinking and preparing for it not to be good.
Yeah,
It's just
you're
wild.
preparing. You're just like, no, it's not going to work.
Yeah. Which I understand why. It makes total sense when I think of like my past of why I don't want to get my hopes up and don't like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I had that realization on a drive home where I was feeling so good, and so good I was crying, and I realized, hey, I don't actually allow myself to feel good. Like I always like bring it
Mm.
back. Nope, it's too
The
dangerous to feel good.
lowdown.
Yeah.
Yep. That's I feel like a lot of people can resonate with that
Mm-hmm.
because for some reason what's coming up too is I don't know why, but like cockiness. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like if we feel too good about things and we get we're also taught not to be too self-confident in ourselves and too full of ourselves. And I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand of like those good feelings. It's like, no, 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 you can't be too much in this feeling because then it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, let me be so excited about this thing. And like, even people will be like, wait, hold on, it didn't happen yet. You can't be that excited. What if this? What if that? It's like, no, don't ruin my mood here. Like,
Yeah.
let me enjoy this, please.
Yeah. And even with cockiness too, I was thinking about that because I had a client said to me once, like, she thought I was too humble. And I took that as a compliment because, like, my biggest fear is being the opposite of that.
I'm the same way.
And then I realized, I'm like, fuck that.
Hmm.
Why wouldn't I believe in myself? Why wouldn't I share this belief, especially in the work that I do, because I know that it helps? Like, why wouldn't I be cocky in that? Not even like cocky has a bad rap, but like, why wouldn't I have, like, I feel like I swung so much to one side that it's like, no, actually, this, believe in yourself. You're allowed to. You're allowed to be confident and
Yeah.
proud of the work you do and share that.
Yeah. But society has told you you can be confident, but not too much. And you don't know where that fine line is.
Yeah. And
So it's
I feel like the fine line isn't even determined by us. We allow other people to determine
it's
what that fine
society's
line is.
line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's whatever somebody else. So like somebody that also is maybe too insecure. And I'm not saying insecure in a bad way. Like I think we're all insecure in some way or another. But like then they see you being confident, they're gonna be like, oh, she's full of herself, she's arrogant, she's this, that. And it's only because that's a projection of something that she or he can't allow themselves to do.
And also, like, who else am I supposed to be full of?
That's That should be a
You
post
know?
that you have. Who else am I supposed to be full of if not myself?
Yeah, like, and me
I
being,
may have to steal that from you. I will quote you
oh, I
100%.
I did not make it up. I can't take credit for that. I've heard that
Okay.
before. Yeah.
Okay.
So you post that. Spread the word because
I love that.
if we're full of ourselves, then that allows us to be an overflow to give to others too, like
Hmm.
naturally, right? So
Yeah.
it just makes sense.
Uh, Like that just completely shifted something. Like if you can't be full of like what?
Who else are you supposed to
Something
be full of? Come on.
so simple. So
It
simple.
always is. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I always learn so much on these podcasts. I always
Same.
have these little light bulb moments of like, it was that easy.
I know, I feel like it always comes down to that, where we're like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's actually that simple. It's that obvious. It's that, yeah, easy. Um, so permission for especially the rest of this Leo season to be full of ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, out of all the signs, this is the time to do
Tis
it
the
because
season.
Leos get such a bad rap
Hmm.
because they're like, oh, they're so like egotistical and they're so self-centered. And I'm like, have you ever met a Leo? Like Leos are your ride or die friends. They're just like they're the person you call at 3 o'clock in the morning crying, and we're just already in our car, like with snacks, water, maybe a gun, depending on what we're doing. Like we're ready to go. We're like, what you need? Come. I have all of the options in my car. Like we are very in our looks. I will say that. Like a Leo walking by a mirror, you will always see them staring at their reflection. I will own up to that. But we are not as egotistical as people like to think that we are.
For sure. I feel like there's always these like dramatized
Yeah.
versions of each zodiac. And I feel the same way when they talk about Virgos. I'm like, why do you hate Virgo so much? Like,
What did we do to you?
and it's always saying that Virgos give side eye and are like, and I'm like, I feel like I never give side eye. Um, and it's
Most
always about
Virgos I
like,
meet are nice. Like
right?
very nice.
it's always, and like that we're, yes, we spend time in our head a lot, but there's also like they never touch upon the light side. And I feel the same way with Leos. It's like each zodiac sign has shadow and light, like it's all part of us.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, thank you for redeeming those Leos.
Yes, we're here. We're just here to be your friend and to lift everybody up. That's it.
hmm Which makes sense because I feel like Leos are social butterflies and just they're the sun, the light. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And we just want to sprinkle everybody. I am that person that's in the bathroom that I'm just like, hey, sis, you look fucking amazing today. Like, I went to a show, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and I was so upset. I was like, nobody is saying how much they love each other. Like, why
Hmm.
aren't we all just like being like, you look good, you look good? Because like, I'm usually that person. I'm like, I love your dress, I love this, and like, blah, 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 blah. I'm always like talking. And a girl walked by me, I was like, you are beautiful. She was like, "Thank you." I was like, "I got you, sis. Like, don't worry.
You bring in the sunshine.
That's it. I'm
I
just
love
here.
it.
I just want
Sharing the light.
everybody to be." Yeah,
I
that's
love
it.
that so much. Um, Leo season's just really loud right now, okay?
It's supposed to be.
Yes. Um, I guess just to come back to us kind of like being our authentic selves and being seen in a greater capacity, especially you talking about Instagram. Something I
Hmm.
wanted to share too about that is as I've gone into Reiki and doing these virtual, like online distance Reiki sessions, I've had this fear of being perceived as like a weird energy healer.
Hmm.
And especially as like more people I know start following me and might not know me in that capacity, it's felt really exposing. Um, and at the same time, I am a weird energy healer. And I really truly believe in this work. And yeah, so I've been navigating that because I haven't shared much on social media of me doing it. And I pushed myself the other day to even share on my stories me doing Reiki on myself. And I was like,
Hmm.
that was really
I
expansive for
saw
me.
that video. I was
So I'm
like, you're
like,
in the bathroom, just like,
and I was like, some people are gonna think like, what the fuck is she doing? And can I be okay with that? I was like, yes, because you know what? Those people aren't ready to work with me anyways, if that's how they're feeling. So like, let that go and let them have this idea of me.
mhm,
And yeah, can I own the part of me that is this like weird energy healer? And can I do it in my own way? Like, can I reclaim the weird part without like it being, because energy healing isn't weird. It's actually one of the most natural things and ancient teachings.
ancient, very ancient.
And also, can I do it my way? Like, I don't want to be someone who's like only in linen and just like on a hill and, you know, I want to do it my way. Like, how can I make this as authentic as possible?
I can resonate with that so much when I started posting more of like my spiritualness because I
Mm-hmm.
also am like this dark feminine, the girl that also loves to go out and have a good time. And I'm like, how can I be everything? Like you said, making it your own. But like,
Mm-hmm.
because you're so used to seeing these healers that, like you said, they're in linen and they have flowers in their hair. And like, don't get me wrong, like that is a version of me,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not me all the time. So, how can you be authentic to who you are in your work and portray that in a way where people aren't going to think that you're a fraud
Yeah.
or trying too hard?
Yeah, I almost want to like ground in this work and be a bridge for this work of like, hey, energy healing isn't this like, ooh, like um yeah, like I want to bring it to, I don't want to say back to earth, but like in a way where other people can access it, where it's not this like, you have to climb this mountain and do this in this like, you know, I don't know if I'm making
You have to
sense.
fast for 2 days and then,
Yeah, and that I can be an energy healer who also enjoys a glass of wine and that doesn't cancel it out. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
almost like normalize it. instead of it
Yeah.
being like this. And don't get me wrong, like it is a spiritual thing, but like it's not just for spiritual people.
Yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just making it more accessible and in a way, yeah, we're also, like you were saying, we can be all things and not having one cancel out the other, or like I have to subscribe to this and look, do it this way, and I can only do this if it's, looks like this or whatever, if I subscribe to this lifestyle. It's like actually it still helps me regardless. So
Yeah.
I'm just here to share that.
100%. Like you can be hungover and still be an energy healer.
Hmm.
It's like the one does not cancel out the other.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes.
And
Ideally
I
not hungover, but yes,
no,
like
ideally not, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. We don't drink to get hungover, but like sometimes, I mean, honestly, we're getting older. 3 glasses of wine and you are hungover the next day. Like, let's be for real. Let's be honest. But um, kind of to what you were, I lost my train of thought. There was something that I wanted to say to you. Uh,
authentic all the parts.
yes. So kind of what you were telling me when it comes to like me posting on my page as well of just
Hmm.
like, being okay with the fact that you may be, you know, uh, misinterpreted
Hmm.
and just, and also trying to find your way. That's what it was. It was, you won't know until you try. So like, keep on posting the way that you want to post, and then that'll just keep on, you know, showing up more authentically for you. You don't have to be this spiritual. If you want to bridge that gap between like normalizing it, you can do that in your way. And the only way to do that is to try and to put yourself out there, which is what you
Yeah,
told me to do. So I'm reflecting that back to you.
1,000,000%. And that's what I keep trying to do. I keep trying to like push the line of what I'm comfortable with. Like that, like I said, putting that in the bathroom, that was like my next step of like, okay, can I be seen actually doing it on myself? Um, and can I be okay if people think this is weird? Or don't even like believe in it. You know what I mean? Because I believe in it and that's what matters. That's like, and whether they believe it or not, it's still helping people and it's helping me.
Yeah.
Um, and now I'm like, Mercury retrograde. I'm like, shit, what was that? What did I actually want to say about that?
Yeah. That's why I was like, I had it on
Uh,
the tip of my tongue. I was like, wait a second. No, it was good. It was good.
um, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. If it's important, I'll come back.
Yeah. And also like people that are just like, because I've had clients that have never done Reiki before, have never done any type of energy healing. And sometimes it lands with them and they come out of it and they're just like, whoa, I can't believe I've never done that before. Like I really felt because I always ask like, what sensations did you feel? So this way they can feel more connected to it because they don't know what to look for since they don't know anything about it.
Hmm.
And then some people, they'll come in and I'm like, okay, well, how are you feeling after the session? And they're just like, I took a nap. I was like, okay. But I'm like, maybe your body needed to rest. And that was this point. And, we kind of resetted everything. And so you're going to have both ends of the spectrum, especially with people that aren't really connected in with it.
Yeah, and actually something I remember what I wanted to say now. So just planting the seed, Kristen. So just planting that.
Okay.
Um, in the training, we actually what how that was explained to us when people fall asleep is that what we're releasing um, is like so deep on a subconscious level and they're maybe not able to hold that or like to experience it right now, and so their body puts them asleep so we can do the work and release and they don't have to like be present for it or fully conscious
Oh,
for it.
interesting.
Yeah, so falling asleep is actually just like somebody like, okay, this was maybe you're not ready to like, yeah, or like it could bring up something or whatever, just don't have the capacity to hold this right now, so fall asleep and we'll do our thing.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, now I feel so much better. I'm just like, oh man, this person didn't get anything out of this. I'm like, but I definitely felt the work, like,
Yeah.
for sure, but they didn't. But now I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's the only way you could like get in there and do that work was if they fell asleep and let go. So
Interesting.
yeah, so I always thought that was cool.
I love that.
Um,
But you said Kristen, you were planting the
yes.
seed.
So even when I was doing that, like I posted that doing Reiki on myself, it reminded me of Kristen and of Bree because I remember sometimes they would post things. I'm like, that's kind of out there, but like I relate. Thank you, of like showing these parts of themselves. And so I also try to remember that too. Yes, some people are going to be like, that's really weird, and some people are going to be like, thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
showing me this, or thank you for giving me permission to show this side of myself or to normalize this. So I also
Yeah.
try to remember that.
Yeah. I was gonna actually say that before of just like you showing up in whatever form that you want to is giving people permission to be themselves as well. Cause they're just like, oh wow, that may be really weird, but you wanna know what? If Kalina can do that and show up on Instagram looking like that or doing that or whatever it is, then I can go and do the same thing.
Yes, which brings me to like why I feel so it's so important to normalize this to like be my full self so you can see like yes, I'm doing this and I also do like I'm like
Mhm.
I'm just a normal person. I'm not
Yeah.
a guru or anything like that. Like it's like yeah, you can be all these things in one.
Yeah. It's attainable. Like it's not putting like sometimes you'll see people on Instagram and like we tend to always just put them on a pedestal. But like the more that you normalize yourself and you just show up as you,
Hmm.
the more people relate to it and they're just like, "Oh, she's just like me." Like I can do that too. Like I can be all of these things as well. And it gives people more inspiration and hope that they can also then just show up as themselves instead of like you showing up not as yourself and trying to fit whatever mold it is and then people are looking at you like a pedestal. You're not going to get the same interaction because they're like, I can't be that. I That's not me.
Hmm.
Where if you're just you, they're like, oh, I can
Yeah,
do that.
it's so many points of connection too, right?
Yeah.
Like, and also I know this wasn't on our list, but like pedestal things have been really big for me lately of like putting dreams on a pedestal, putting people on a pedestal, putting experiences or jobs on a pedestal. It's like if we keep putting things on pedestals, they become unreachable. So like
Mhm.
take that dream off the pedestal, take that person off the pedestal. Like we're it's yeah, it's all it's all one. So yeah.
And put yourself on the pedestal. Be so full of yourself that you put yourself on a pedestal.
Yeah, just like, or even just letting go of the pedestals. Just
Yeah.
like, hey, we're all here. We're all walking the same ground. Just
Mhm.
like,
But
yeah.
we can all be on pedestals. Then we're
Or
all
that.
on
Yeah.
one. Yeah. That's more so what I was like, if we all just like put ourselves on a pedestal, we are
Hmm.
all elevated.
Yeah, rise up.
Yeah. Like
So true.
we don't have to be stuck in these stories of like we're not good enough, like this
Hmm.
whatever story it is. And it's like, no, we can own our worth and put ourselves on the pedestal that we deserve to be on, and we can all prosper and thrive together. No
Yeah.
competition. We all
No.
deserve it.
Yeah, 100%. It's just unlearning what has us believing we don't.
That's the tricky part.
That is the tricky part.
There's that.
There's that. That is a journey in and of itself.
That is a lifelong journey.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
100%. Which even connects with like what I was saying too, of just like allowing myself to feel good, and yeah, it's just all this unlearning of what we has us believing that we don't deserve it. So yeah, which I guess kind of segues into the next phase of being seen, which is in like taking up space and having those hard conversations and expressing ourselves in relationships. I know there was some stuff coming up for you around that, again, especially in this birthday portal.
Oh, yes.
So, is there
Yes.
anything you wanted to share in that regard?
It's just really been interesting to see, because like, I always wind up eventually having some sort of conversation if like something bothers me or whatever, but I notice that it takes me so much time. And it's usually me invalidating myself, invalidating my feelings of being like, no, you're being sensitive, you're being dramatic. My storyteller loves to go off and just say all of these crazy things. And I'm like, but is that true though? Like, I'm getting better at catching it of like, that didn't really happen like in that manner. So, like, I need you to calm down. And then they're just like, then they try to trick me again, but whatever it is. But like kind of going back to the root of like when did I ever like when was the first time that I ever felt like I couldn't speak what I felt or where I didn't feel heard or where I didn't feel safe, and it's like having to go through that because that's not what's presently happening. Like I was so worried I had to have a conversation with a friend, and I had my guard up. I was like, no, I'm not going to have this conversation. And then, like, the person that I'm talking to was just like, you need to have this conversation because you just need to get it out there. I'm sure it's going to be received well, but you need to at least do it for you. And I was just like, no, it's going to be fine. Like, my defenses were just up because it's also hard for me to feel my feelings sometimes. And like, I
Hmm.
automatically just put the guard up and I'm just like, I don't care. But really, I care deeply. Um, and then like the next day I was like, I texted them and I was like, we need to have a conversation. But like even then, like seeing her and like I was like, I'm so nervous. Like I was saying this to her too. I'm like, I'm so nervous to have this conversation with you because I'm realizing how hard it is and how scared it's not even hard. I'm scared. Like a
Hmm.
lot of fear comes up, me vocalizing what I'm feeling. And I have to go through like a whole thing because I've been like misunderstood so many different times where I have my whole spiel. I'm like, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here blaming. I'm not here this. I'm just telling you what's going on inside of here. And I'm just here to gain clarity to see what is actually happening. Because I know what's going on in here may not necessarily all be true.
Hmm.
But I have the fact that I have to go through such a spiel to even get there is like showing me that I've just gone through so much like misunderstanding and like also misunderstanding myself. Like I don't validate myself for these things too. So that's been like, yeah, it's been an interesting awareness, I guess.
Yeah, I also relate to that so much. And this fear of being too dramatic, or
Mhm.
am I being too sensitive? Am I making too big of a deal out of this? And then, like, having those statements beforehand, before you can even express how you feel, it's like, here's all these statements to just, like, it's okay.
And the person's looking at you like, oh my God, what is she going to say to me right now?
Yeah, it's like, can you just tell me?
Yeah. Like, I'm so sorry. I just need to. And I felt validated too in the conversation because like it's also sometimes my tone. Like I can be like not intentionally aggressive, but like sometimes like my tone can be just because like I don't know, it's just always how I've talked. Like I have different octaves. Like it just flows. And it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily yelling or like anything, but like sometimes I get passionate in what I'm saying or I get nervous, so I speed up the pace and then like the octave gets higher and whatever the case is. But she was just like, no, like I understand more of your tone. Like she's like, I don't take it personally or anything like that. And I'm just like, thank you. Because I'm like, most people do. And they just like, even jokingly, I'll have friends say, like, Rose, you're so aggressive. I'm like, I'm not aggressive. I just talk loud. Like, I'm not aggressive, I swear. Uh, so it was nice to also get validated in that because it's just, there's so many different things of just like being misunderstood. And it goes back to like even like the fear on Instagram. It's just like you just if you're trying to come with like an open and even times I've come with like such an open heart and I see how people misinterpret it and I'm like so confused of wait, how did we get from A to D? Like, did you hear what I said or were your defenses up? And so you interpreted this to this. And that could also be it
Yeah.
too.
And I also feel like trusting that that was purposeful. Like they received the message that they were supposed to receive in that.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, again, going back to your intention, wasn't the intended purpose. But yeah, no, that's, I feel like, been a big theme for us both of like, can we be okay no matter how it's interpreted or how we're seen or whatnot. But I think what a lot of people will resonate is this like expressing how we're feeling
Hmm.
without the blanket statements, without the like, yeah,
The intro.
the intro.
This is the prologue. Just want to give you a little backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know because I feel so, to me, then it feels like so insincere too when I'm coming in with like these blanketed statements of like full disclosure, this is what my intention is coming in. It's like, no, I should just be able to say it and have it be received well. But for the fact that I've lost so many people, and like rightfully so, I've lost people because, like you said, if they're going to misinterpret it, they got the message that they received and they're not here for a reason. But it's like you never intentionally want to lose people. So I've gotten so used to like walking on eggshells of like,
Mm-hmm.
no, we have to give, at least a paragraph intro of all the things that I'm not doing. Like, don't pay attention to my tone. If I'm not making eye contact, it's just because I'm really nervous talking about my feelings. Like, this is it. Now we can begin the actual conversation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a
Yeah.
beautiful thing though to become aware of.
Yeah. I've been noticing it. So it's, yeah, and that just like happened this past week. And even like in terms of the person that I'm seeing too, we've moved through some like hard conversations as well. And yeah, I'm better at vocalizing it. I don't know why with, maybe not. No, because I still get nervous saying things. I think I just was trying to lie to myself, but I think I just caught myself in a lie. Like maybe no. But it's good that I can have these conversations with people and be met with so much space and like being held in that way. And it's not because I'm so used to it being dysfunctional and like
Mm-hmm.
yelling and stuff like that. And like I'm really focused, like the past few years have been focused on like I want no yelling in any of my like relationships. I don't think there's a reason why people should yell. I don't think anything comes out of yelling in general. And I know I've definitely done it in the past and I've hated it. And that's just something that like I don't want to continue in. So for the fact that I've been having these hard conversations and like have felt very just nervous and scared, but like grounded and like I don't feel like I need to fight
Mm-hmm.
is good.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have had progress. So run the tape back. Um, and also I think something important to highlight there too is that we can't skip the part where like skip to where we feel fine and it's easy. Like
Hmm.
we have to, the only way to get there is through. And so you continuously showing up and like having these conversations and showing yourself that it's safe because it's been so well received, like that's the medicine. That's how you get to where you want to go, where I feel like sometimes we just say, oh, we're not good at that, or like we just can't do it and it is what it is. But it's like the only way to it is through it, and you're doing that for yourself, which is huge.
Yeah, and they're helping too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the whole saying of like people heal the parts of you that they didn't break.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm seeing the people that are healing these parts of me that they didn't break.
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful to see and it's scary, but it's like, oh, okay. I can breathe. Like this is safe.
Yes.
All right.
A million
If you
percent.
say so, we're gonna say I'm gonna trust it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge. Well, celebrating you on that front, which I feel like also leads into our last part of our self-talk and kind of how
Mm.
we talk to ourselves. And I feel like a big thing that's been coming up for each other is kind of giving ourselves grace.
Mm.
and kind of acknowledging, not letting our inner manager or inner critic totally take over or storyteller, but like also allowing space to be that nurturing parent and yeah, listening to ourselves and our needs.
Yeah. And I know that was coming up big for you.
Yeah.
That's been a big thing for you.
Yeah, I was sharing before a call about how I was putting together a post for like July recap, and it was so funny because beforehand I was just like on myself of like I didn't get all I wanted to get done this week, this month, um, and I felt like every day I would end the day and I wouldn't get through my entire to-do list. Which, spoiler alert, if that happens, maybe it's not your to-do list. Like maybe it's not about you not
Hmm.
getting through it. Maybe it's your to-do list is just unreasonable. Um, so yeah, as a generator and a double Virgo, I feel like I can often fall in that trap. And I started to put together this post and like listing all the things that I've been doing this month, like hosting my first ever 1 day retreat, um, doing online Reiki for the first time and hosting these sessions and figuring that out. I created a flower essence blend, co created one with a friend. Brought back my own podcast as well, doing this podcast, still trying to show up on social media when I can, still having my multiple side jobs. It's like when I lay it out, it made me realize just how hard I am on myself and how, especially on the entrepreneur journey, there is never like a finish line or like a clock out time,
Mm-mm.
and how I need to have, yeah, have that parent, that mother step up and just be like, girl, it's okay. It's 6 p.m. and you're exhausted and you want to go to bed at 7 p.m. Like, you
And
know?
also, you forgot you do other jobs as
Yeah.
well. That's that's just a half of your life. Your other half is like
All my
also your
multiple side
other,
jobs.
yeah, I was gonna say. So let's not
Yeah.
forget all of that too, because that still counts because that's still just like living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey, it's okay. You're doing the best you can. And sometimes, and I know you shared this too, like the best thing you can do is to rest and give yourself that time or to go play. Like it's not that serious. And yeah, it's just really trying to find that balance, but ultimately shift how I speak to myself, especially around productivity.
Yeah. It's taking full, I know I said this to you before, but like taking full inventory and like thinking about, okay, well, what did I actually do this month? Or what did I
Mm-hmm.
actually do this week? Because also, I think I said it on the last podcast too, where I didn't feel like I was doing a lot because not a lot was happening in my external. But then when I was saying everything internally, you were like, okay, but you are doing a lot. So once again, reflecting this back of like
Mm-hmm.
taking note of like not only the external shifts, but the internal shifts that you're also processing and going through as well. Like you're doing plenty
Mm-hmm.
and giving yourself that grace of like, okay, I am the celestial being having a human experience. And because I'm also human having a human experience, I need to rest.
Mm-hmm.
I need to set aside time and have boundaries where I can go and have fun. Because, or else, even just resting, like even sleeping, that's not rest. Rest is having fun. It is taking the day off, playing hooky, going into the woods, going to the beach, going to your favorite coffee shop, whatever it is, and having a day that is catered strictly to you and only you.
Hell yes.
And that's what you need.
Totally. Which is the medicine coming up this weekend. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yay.
Um, and I just feel like having that reflection piece gave myself permission to do that this weekend because part of me was like, should I cancel this weekend? Because I still have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the whole alphabet left to do. I should
And you
really
know
be
what?
like honing in and doing it.
It's gonna be there next week because you're still gonna be kicking, you're still gonna be breathing. So that could be Monday's problem or
Yeah.
Tuesday's problem whenever you're coming back.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
that serious.
Yeah. And I also find I'm I get I get sales when I'm not like pushing for it. It's when I'm out doing something and I'm not thinking about it, then I'll get a notification that there's a sale. So it's like also that reminder of that's how I want to live. I want to live where I'm living my life and people are booking with me. And it's just like a natural, like, yeah, I feel good. We all feel good, like just this
Yeah.
easefulness.
Because you're in the flow. That's why, like, when you're so, like, because we all do it too, like, when we're so wrapped up and like focused on, like, we need to get all of this stuff done, like, we're creating so much resistance
Hmm.
and nothing is allowed to come. It's like this big bubble of resistance that's surrounding us and nothing can come through. But when you finally relax and you're like, and you allow yourself to breathe, you allow yourself to do something fun, then that resistance wall goes down. And now all of these things that have been waiting outside of it are like, hey, we
Yeah.
can come on in. The wall's down.
There's
Let's
room.
go.
Yes, I love that. The wall's down.
The wall's down.
And that also connects too with this idea of like the means is the way. So even doing things in that energy of like, I need to cross off my to-do list, I need to get this done, like blah, 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 like that can be felt and that's within what I'm creating. And so wouldn't it make more sense to be in this space of like, no, it gets to be easy. And I can have a lot of fun with this and this, like that's a totally different space to come from. So
Yeah.
yeah, just being a little gentler.
Yeah. Because it's also what we're taught. Like, we're taught routine. You have to do this by this deadlines. Like, there's no room for play. There's no room. Play is just on the weekends. But like, if you have your schedule where you're like kind of all over the place, like you can have play whenever you want. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have an hour in between sessions. Like, what if I put my feet in some grass for a little bit and or took a walk and got myself some ice cream to treat myself because it's such a beautiful day or whatever it is.
Yes.
Like you can create whatever it is that you want.
Yeah. Just the reminder.
Just a reminder. And then that's the energy you show up in. Instead of being
Yeah.
stressed, you're like, oh, okay, let's do this.
Yeah. Which is like a
Yeah.
win for everyone. So,
Mhm.
yeah, just keep coming back to that because I felt like July kind of went into this vortex with my head down of just like, and um, yeah, like I was saying to you, August is for me is just like easeful, fun, doing it my way, and just yeah, I want to tap back into that,
Mm.
finding that balance.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like in tarot, like the seven is usually about like defensiveness and stuff like that. Like it's like doing work. Like you have the seven of wands, he's like on top of a hill battling everybody else. You have the seven of pentacles. Wait, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. My brain, Mercury is just like killing me right now.
You're good.
It's killing me. But essentially, like seven is usually about like putting in more work. And then I'm thinking like eight, like all of them, like you have the eight of cups where you're walking away from things that are no longer serving you. You have the eight of wands, which is quick moving energy. You have the eight of pentacles, which is doing the work. But he's just like, he's not stressed. He's just sitting there, just
Yep.
like,
Hammering
all right,
away.
we're
Yeah.
doing it. We're doing it. I mean, you do have the eight of swords where it's like you're trapped by your own things, but maybe that's your eight of cups is walking away from these things that you've been trapping yourself with.
Hmm.
And you're putting in the work. That's how you're able to walk away. And then comes in the eight of wands with all of this new moving energy once you've done all of that.
Yeah, and this like getting out of your head and that negative self-talk and that trying to control. It's like take the blindfold off and just
Hmm.
free yourself.
Just free yourself from
Because
it.
incoming.
Incoming, we got the nines. We love the nines.
Hmm.
We
Yeah,
love them.
I feel that so much.
Yeah.
Um, and then I know for you, you had some stuff too coming up with kind of self-talk and giving yourself grace. Was there anything you wanted to add to that?
No, it's just, yeah, it's just like getting the storyteller under lock and
Hmm.
um I like I said, I've been becoming much better at differentiating and kind of combating the storyteller because my imagination can go for fucking miles it's a gift and a curse at the same time.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, just really getting better at, trusting that I'm where I need to be and that I'm doing enough and that it's okay right now. I feel a little disconnected. And we talked about this before,
Hmm.
but like, of course, I feel disconnected with everything that, I've kind of been moving through. And the whole point is that I want to reconnect. Like, so it's instead of getting down on myself of like, you're so disconnected, you're not doing anything. It's like, okay, you're disconnected. How can we move forward into reconnection? Like,
Hmm.
what do you need to reconnect? So I took a week off next week for my birthday,
Yeah,
and that's going to be my time to reconnect with me, have fun, and hold space for myself. And then that'll be the start of my reconnection journey.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Just yeah, giving yourself that space, especially in such a potent energy of your birthday week, is major.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, as we're moving into August and also your official like birthday week, I'm wondering something I thought that could be cool is picking a word for like our intention for the month and then checking in next call and just seeing how it came through.
I love that.
Okay,
Ooh, ooh.
yay.
Okay.
Got your word?
Got my word.
What is it?
Empowerment.
Ooh, perfect.
Hmm.
I feel like that makes so much sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I need it. I need it. What about you? What's your word?
Um, my word is ease.
I feel like that is exactly what you need.
Yeah. I need some ease, so yeah, that feels right. Some ease, some empowerment. I'm excited to see how that comes through for us both. Oh,
Ooh, came out so quick.
it did.
And so funny because it's 23 and I'm turning 32 next week. So it's just like
The
the numbers are
mirror.
cursed.
I love it.
Ooh.
Hmm. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you.
Wow. And I got Iris and it's communication.
With Mercury retrograde. Wow, I can't even say
Yeah.
that.
The Mercury is doing its thing. And I love how they both have wings. Like she has wings, you have wings on yours, she has wings on her head.
Oh my gosh, and like around the head too.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Twinsies. How perfect.
It's so perfect. Okay.
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So it's on page 100.
Mm.
Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand with them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receive more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. And then it has a light activation and it says, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. Include any other specific requests here. And then thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm, I love that.
Yeah. Um,
What's coming up for you?
that has been something that, like, especially the financial support, because I shared,
Mm,
like, I have all these side jobs too. And I was looking at jobs today. I actually just recently applied for employment insurance because as a teacher, since I can't work in the summer, I'm also allowed to receive some of that as
yeah.
support, which has taken me a month to apply for because I had all these feelings around applying for it and what it meant.
Yeah.
So I feel like receiving support that way um, is interesting. And I think it's just reminding that, like, I can accept support, I can accept in financial ways, also with um, even my work of people supporting it. And the last thing I'll say, and I might edit this part out and just keep it between us, but there's two eagles on this. Interesting, I said egos on
Yeah.
this card, which is my sign for moving to California, which I had kind of like let go of, and then I had a friend. Um, oh shoot, we're like running out of time. I had a friend, basically, I asked her to pull a timing card because she offered to pull a timing card for anything I wanted. And I said about California, assuming she was going to come back saying not in this lifetime because I felt like that door was closed. And she came back with this whole reading and it was like it's up to me. It can happen. Like, and that showed me how I wasn't, like, I closed that dream and I didn't think it was possible for me and
Yeah.
everything. So I also think of, like, yeah, asking for support in that too.
That's crazy that you got your sign.
Yeah, and I haven't seen an eagle yet, and I've seen hawks, so many hawks, which is
But you
beautiful.
have two eagles nonetheless.
Yeah, so that feels pretty special.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about
you
you?
got your
Anything
sign.
anything coming up for you in that?
Um, really just like just the validation that I'm being supported in this journey and like where I'm at right now, and that there may be some new support coming in, which is
Mm,
really nice. Because like
yay.
I feel like I've let go, I've been in this process of letting go of like some things and people. And so there may be something new coming in that may be more aligned, which is really exciting.
Yeah, like the expansion of your support network now that you've
Yeah.
made room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I hear you. I see you. Just let me
It's
know.
coming. Yep,
Just
incoming.
let me know.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we have Iris communication, numbers 23. It says clarity and communication is called for as your words will have great impact on others right now. It's a wonderful time to start writing that book, telling new stories, and sharing your experience, strength, and hope with others. You have everyone's ear, so choose your message wisely. Others will also desire positive and fruitful communication with you, so get ready for some amazing new opportunities to come from these discussions. Just remember to stay open and be clear about expressing your deepest desires, always speaking with integrity, kindness, and respect for yourself and others. The Greek messenger goddess Iris is thrilled to help your words take flight. Communication improves in all of your relationships when she comes to visit. Most important, however, Iris reminds you of the communication you have with the universe. You're in a mutual dialogue, and now is the time to pay attention to the signs and omens in your life. Trust this important yet subtle communication. It will never lead you astray when you listen and act accordingly. Alignment message. You are facing a moment when communication between you and others may have become disconnected. Perhaps people are withholding information from you, or you are not being clear about or are not being clear about their motives. Now is the time to ask for clarity and to get clear yourself. If you're sitting on the fence and are ambivalent about your directions, say that. Your alignment task is to say no to playing games, no to coercion, manipulation, and covert intentions. Take a straightforward attitude. Don't be afraid to hear what might disappoint you. Be clear and demand the same from others. The messenger, the messenger goddess Iris knows the importance of clear communication and she urges you to speak up for yourself. If you come from an environment, family, or cultural history where you have had no voice, this might feel like you're yelling, but that's all right. Times are changing, and now is not the time to be shy. It's okay to feel awkward or flustered, but the goddess Iris brings her powers of clarity and says it's your turn to be heard, so gather your courage. The people who are important to you in the long run will listen and witness you, and you can engage in positive conversation that leads to heartfelt solutions. Even if your voice feels untrue and comes from a victim mentality, you must still speak what is inside of you in order for you to heal or change it, or to find a way to the real truth. Let yourself be heard, and the great goddess will send strong teachers and wonderful allies for you.
Well, that just summarizes everything.
Literally everything.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I'm not yelling.
I know the fact that they said yell, I'm like, come on.
I'm like, okay, thank
And
you. So I can show people and be like, no, no, no. Goddess Iris said, I'm not yelling. Look at it. She said it. She said it.
and
Um,
even to the part about like like communicating and message like I forget the exact words, but that aligned really well with showing up on Instagram and just sharing, like allowing it to come through and to share.
Yeah, with the integrity and also what we were talking about of like, you won't know until you try. So, like you said, you keep on posting and you keep on getting closer and closer to like how you want to show up. And that's essentially what it was saying too. It's like, even if you're coming from a victim mentality, even if it's this or that, like the only way to do it is to do it. Like to learn from it
Mm-hmm.
is to share it. So just share it. And then you can catch yourself and be like, oh, wait, let me go and change that.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
So good.
The cards nail it every time. I
Every
don't know why I'm
time.
like shocked, but like every time I'm just like, wow. Wow.
Spot on. I'm obsessed.
I'm just like, okay. Damn.
Well, yay. Another episode in the books.
Another one.
I am wishing you such a happy birthday week. I'm excited to
Thank
see
you.
what comes through as you close this chapter and what's ahead with
Mm.
32
Yes.
magical year.
I know.
Um, and yeah, and I'm excited to see how empowerment and easefulness plays into this month for us.
I know. I am too. I can't wait to come back and hear all of the new things.
Yeah. Me too. And I love this like our connection here because it's like these like grounding points of like, oh, okay, wow, and just like having that moment to reflect and to really ground it all in. So, so
Yeah,
happy we're doing this.
I am too.
And that's the end of today's episode of Soul Chat. So, for anyone listening, thanks for listening. If there's anything you want to chat more about, reach out. But we will see you next month.
And then that'll be your birthday month and your birthday portal.
Oh my gosh, yeah, how perfectly timed.
Yes.
Amazing. Yay.
Yes.
We will
I
s-
love.
we will see you all on the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
Bye
Bye,
everyone.
guys.